Jai Baba children, today we are taking ninth class Unit 2 e-reading True Height. Look the picture given here. It's a motivational quotation. Dream, dream and dream high. Dream, dream and dream high, for dreams lead to thoughts and thoughts lead to actions. That means one must have a dream. He should not leave that dream. That too, what kind of dream it should be? It should be very high dream. That means your attitude must be very high. When you have a high dream, then what do? You work to realize it. That's why for means here because dreams lead to thoughts. ఈ కళల ద్వారా ఏమొస్తుందంటే ఆలోచనలు పుడతాయి. దట్ మీన్స్ హౌ టు మేక్ అవర్ డ్రీమ్ రియల్. నా కళను ఏ రకంగా సాకారం చేసుకోవాలి అని ఒక ఆలోచన పుడుతుంది. అండ్ థాట్స్ లీడ్స్ టు యాక్షన్. థాట్స్ లీడ్ టు యాక్షన్. దట్ మీన్స్ వెన్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఎ థాట్ then you do something. That means if you must have a dream, the dream also must be very high. That means your aim should be very high. Not only enough, not only dreaming enough, you must have an attitude to make it realize. For because if you have dreams, those dreams lead to thoughts. That means because if you have a dream, then you will have a thought how to make it true. Then you have a thought, that thought lead to actions. That means when you have a thought, then you do in that course to realize your dream, to work in that way. Children, in this video, in this slide, I gave you 3 videos. One is pole vaulting. On top right left side you can see pole vaulting. An athlete is performing pole vaulting. On the right side top you can see a gymnast. She is performing gymnastics. On right side down you can see a bodybuilder. In today's lesson there is a sentence. A pole vaulter should have the grace of a gymnast and the strength of a bodybuilder. To show you how much grace and how much bodybuilding a pole vaulter should have, to show you that I included these videos. On the left side there is a English metric conversion units table is given. In this table you can learn how many inches become a feet, how many centimeters become an inch. Such kind of statistics you can see here. Okay children, now in this slide you can see 2 pictures, 2 persons. One is Michael Stone, the hero of the story, and the second one is David Nestor, the writer of the story. Michael Stone is a visually impaired pole vaulter. That means he had a less eyesight, of course almost blind. But he won the National Junior Olympics and set a new world record at the age of 17. Now come to David Nestor. David Nestor is an American writer and director. He wrote so many books. His simple slogan is, you just have to laugh. That means he always writes humorous stories and humorous books. Okay children, now we shall see the keywords and their meanings in today's part. Athlete. pursue, nerve wracking, W silent, nerve wracking, ultimate, O, achievement, sweating, grip, hardly, intensity, quenched, quenched thirst, astroturf, confronted, pole vault, glamour, grace, gymnast, bodybuilder, element, fantasy, reality, quest. I repeat once again: athlete, pursue, nerve wracking, ultimate, O, achievement, sweating, grip, hardly, intensity, quenched thirst, astroturf, confronted, pole vault, glamour, grace, gymnast, bodybuilder, element, fantasy, reality, quest. Okay, now children, we shall go to the first paragraph. This story talks about the feelings of an athlete as he pursues his dream. This story talks about the feelings of an athlete. What does this story talk about? Talks about the feelings of an athlete. Here in this sentence there are two sentences. This story talks about the feelings of an athlete. He pursues his dream. Pursue means working on, continues, making real. That means he is doing something to realize his dream, to make true his dream. That means this story is talking about a feelings of athlete. The athlete is doing something to make true his dream. Here conjunction is as. As he pursues, that is, as he working on his dream. That means if the athlete is doing something to make true his dream, in that time how his feelings are. This story tells about that. Read about a nerve-wracking day in Michael Stone's life as he prepares to take the ultimate test in his sports career. Read about a nerve-wracking day. Nerve-wracking day means a very exciting day. A nerve-wracking day in Michael Stone's life. So, this story is about a day of Michael Stone, which is very nerve-wracking, very exciting, very anxiety. Here also two sentences. This story tells about the exciting day of Michael Stone. Second sentence is he prepares to take the ultimate test of his sports career. That means he is preparing to take the ultimate is final test means final competition of his sports career. Sports career means life. తన స్పోర్ట్స్ కెరీర్లో ద ఫైనల్ టెస్ట్ అతను ప్రిపేర్ అవుతూ ఉండగా how Michael Stone felt. This story tells about that. Read about a nerve-wracking day in Michael Stone's life as he prepares to take the ultimate test of his sports career. That means as he was facing the final test in his sports career, how his feelings were. Read about the nerve-wracking day of Michael Stone. It is an awe-inspiring achievement that will leave you breathless. It is an awe-inspiring. Awe means feeling of respect. That means this story, his feelings, causes feeling or makes feeling towards him with respect. That means this story gives a great respect towards him. Not only that, it is an inspiring achievement. Participating and competing in the ultimate sports career is an inspiring achievement that will leave you breathless. That means it makes you very excitement. Make you, will you leave you or make you breathless means will cause you great excitement. On the whole, we can understand from the paragraph that Michael Stone is a pole vaulter, an athlete. He had a great dream. Now he is trying to realize, of course, that making true his dream. It is a very exciting day for him because he was participating the ultimate test, the final test in his sports career. So this story will give you a great excitement and also gives, that means you get a great respect on him because of his story. On reading completely his story, you will have a great respect towards him. Now look at the second paragraph. His palms were sweating. Palms ante arachetulu. His palms were sweating. That means he had a sweat on his palms. Generally, palm sweat causes when you are somewhat anxiety, tension. He needed a towel to dry his grip. To hold that pole, he need a towel to dry. That means to rub, to clear the sweat, he needed a towel. A glass of ice water quenched his thirst, but hardly cooled his intensity. He drank a glass of ice water. That glass of ice water satisfied his thirst. అతను దాహాన్ని తీర్చింది. But hardly cooled his intensity. Hardly cooled. Hardly is a negative word. Hardly cooled means cooled nothing. Less than nothing. His intensity, his anxiety. That means he drank with the tension. He drank a glass of ice water. The ice water satisfied, quenched his thirst, but that ice water did not lessen his anxiety. అదే యాంగ్జైటీ టెన్షన్ మాత్రం తప్పించలేకపోయింది. The astroturf he sat on was as hot as the competition he faced today. The astroturf he sat on. What is the meaning of astroturf? Astroturf is a kind of artificial surface, artificial grass-like surface used especially in sports grounds. Astroturf is a type of artificial grass surface used in sports grounds. When players fall on that, they don't get hurts or wounds. That means on that he sat. He sat on the astroturf. How was the astroturf? The astroturf was as hot as the competition he faced today at the National Junior Olympics. That means today he is facing a competition in the National Junior Olympics. That competition was very hot, means very tight, very difficult. Here astroturf is compared, the hotness of astroturf is compared to the toughness of the competition. Understood? The hotness of the astroturf is compared to the toughness of the competition he faced today in the National Junior Olympics. The pole was set at 17 feet. How high the pole was set? 17 feet. A feet means 12 inches. That means 30 centimeters. The pole was set at 17 feet. 7 feet means 30 centimeters. That was 3 inches higher than his personal best. 1 inch is equal to 2.5 centimeters. 1 inch is equal to 2.5 centimeters. you see 1 feet is equal to 12 inches. You have your long scale. Your long scale, on one side you can see inches, on the other side you can centimeters. How many inches are there? 12 inches. How many centimeters? 30 centimeters. That means these 30 centimeters are equal to 12 inches. That means it is a feet, 1 feet. That means you can imagine that kind of your long scales measurement, 17 long scales height. The pole was set at that time. It was 3 inches higher than his personal best. Then what is his personal best? Now the pole was set at 17 feet. This 17 feet height was 3 inches higher than his personal best. That means his personal best is less than 3.5 inches, 3 inches less than the 17 feet. That means 16 feet 9 inches was his personal best. I repeat, 16 feet 9 inches was his personal best. Now 16 feet 9 inches plus 3 inches. That means 16 feet 12 inches. 12 inches is 1 feet. That is 17 feet. Now the pole was set at 17 feet. That means it was 3 inches higher than his personal best. That antamundu he created a record. That is 16 feet 13 inches. 16 feet 9 inches. Now 16 feet 9 inches plus 3 inches. That means 17 feet. Okay, Michael Stone confronted the most challenging day of his pole vaulting career. Michael Stone confronted means faced, ఎదుర్కొన్నాడు. Michael Stone confronted the most challenging day of his pole vaulting career. In his pole vaulting career, in pole vaulting life, in his sports life, it was the most challenging, very tough day. The stands were still filled with about 20,000 people. Stands means the chairs, the benches around a ground. The stands were still filled, about 20,000 people, even though the final race had ended an hour earlier. That means in that place, a final race in another game had ended an hour earlier. Generally, when a game was over, people go out. But even though the final race had ended an hour earlier, people, nearly 20,000 people, still there in the stands, in the stadium, in the ground, to see this Michael Stone's pole vaulting. The stands were still filled with about 20,000 people. Even though the final race had ended an early, that means another game's final race had ended 1 hour before. But people did not go. People are waiting for this competition also. Now, look at the third paragraph. The pole vault is truly the glamour event of any track and field competitions. The pole vault is truly the glamour event. Glamour event means very beautiful game. The pole vault is really a beautiful game of any track and field competitions. Track and field competitions means track and field games. Track games are running, jumping, high jump, long jump, marathon, walking. These are called track games. Why? Because they are conducted on tracks. And field games like football, hockey, cricket, volleyball, they are played in ground, in fields. That's why when comparing to any track games or any field games, pole vault is very glamorous, very beautiful. Why? The sportsman combines the grace of a gymnast and the strength of a bodybuilder. The sportsman here, who is the sportsman? That pole vaulter. The pole vaulter combines, means he does have the grace of a gymnast. Grace means beauty, the handsomeness, the good looking of a gymnast. Oh, gymnast is grace with the strength of a bodybuilder. Not only that beauty, he also have the strength of a bodybuilder. That means he should have both. He should have the grace of the gymnast, and he also should have the strength of a bodybuilder. That means a pole vaulter should have both things. What are they? The grace of a gymnast, the beauty of a gymnast, and the strength of a bodybuilder. Pole vaulting also has an element of flying. So in pole vaulting there is another feature. What is that? Flying. Flying very high. And the thought of flying as high as a two-storied building is merry fantasy to anyone watching such an event. Pole vaulting has an element of flying, and the thought of flying, ఆ ఎగురుతున్న ఆలోచనే, it was a merry fantasy, it is an imagination. How high? Flying as high as a two-storied building. That means here the flying is almost equal to a height of two-storied building. That much of height flying is merely a fantasy. Fantasy is an imagination to anyone watching such an event. Such an event, అలాంటి ఈవెంట్ చూస్తున్న ఎవరికైనా సరే, ఇట్ ఈజ్ ఏ ఫ్యాంటసీ. అదొక ఊహ మాత్రమే. బికాజ్ నో బడీ కెన్ పెర్ఫార్మ్ దట్. ఇట్ ఈజ్ నాట్ ఈజీలీ పెర్ఫార్మ్డ్. ఫ్లయింగ్ almost equal to a two-storied building, it is not at all easy thing. It is very risky, it is very dangerous. So that is why a normal person cannot imagine that. He cannot do it. They can only imagine. The thought, not flying, even the thought of flying as high as a two-storied building. టూ-స్టోరీడ్ బిల్డింగ్, రెండు అంతస్తుల బిల్డింగ్ అంత హైట్లో ఎగరడం అనే ఆలోచనే ఈజ్ మెరీ ఏ ఫ్యాంటసీ. మెరీ మీన్స్ జస్ట్ ఏ ఫ్యాంటసీ, జస్ట్ ఎన్ ఇమాజినేషన్ టు ఎనీ వన్ వాచింగ్ సచ్. అలాంటి గేమ్ చూస్తున్న ఎవరికైనా సరే అంత హైట్లో ఎగరడం అనేది కేవలం ఒక ఊహ మాత్రమే. దట్ మీన్స్ ఈజ్ నాట్ ఎట్ ఆల్ బి డన్. టుడే ఇట్ ఈజ్ నాట్ ఓన్లీ మైకేల్ స్టోన్స్ రియాలిటీ అండ్ డ్రీమ్, బట్ today this competition is Michael Stone's reality and dream. Not only that, it is his quest. That means today this game is not only Michael Stone's reality and dream, that means his dream to participate, and now he is participating here. That is his reality. So it is not only his reality and dream, but also it is his quest. Quest means a long search of happiness. That means competing or participating in this type of competitions is his long time wish.